I see a lot of people, a lot of awesome people. And a lot of them are like, I really want to make changes in my life. And I'm like, okay, great, do it. And then at some point, they will eventually confess. And sometimes it takes going through a few excuses and showing them that they're just excuses, that you have the capabilities to do whatever you want. And they will eventually confess, I don't know what I want. And at that point, I'm normally like you don't know what you want for lunch? Or you don't know how you want your remains to be dealt with when you die? How do you not know what you want? And I realize that that's not right. I can't quite find the words to put on that, but that's obviously not the right reaction. I mean, let's be honest. Sometimes you want Mexican for lunch, but you know you shouldn't have Mexican for lunch, especially if you have Muay Thai. It's a bad combo. Yeah. So I'm not putting down the idea of not knowing what you want. I find that the more that you know that you don't want, the more likely you are to know what you want. So, really, it is the journey and the process of sorting through all your options. Yay! It's like a college kid getting out of college and being like, I don't know what I want to do for the rest of my life. Well, of course you don't know what you want to do for the rest of your life. What you need to know is what you want to do within the next 2 to 5 years of your life. That's how we should break this down. And that's why this is a great time for doing the vision board, because I've been thinking of how I want to lay it out, how I want to do it. So I want to kind of go into how to figure out what you want. So we'll start with the basics, all right? Home. Do you like your living situation? Are you happy with your living situation? Monetarily, are you able to save money and still pay rent and electric and eat, and do fun stuff, that sort of thing? Would you like to change your living situation? Well, then you need to make a plan on how to change your living situation. And sometimes they can get complicated. Sometimes, budget-wise, you may have to wait 6 months before you get out of a living situation. Sometimes you don't have 6 months and things go terribly wrong and you break up or things happen and you have to get out. But you still need to have an idea of what you want, because when you know what you want, it's easier to get what you want. And you find that you're much more decisive about how to get what you want if you know what you want. Relationships, for example. Oh my goodness, you would not believe how much I hear about relationships. Like but I love love, so I love when people talk about relationships. I hate hearing, yeah, I'm really happy with so-and-so, but if you have to add a but, you need to communicate more with them about what your wants and needs are and how they can help fulfill them, or you're with the wrong person. Stop wasting your time. Oh my gracious. Oh my god. Especially if they break up and then get back together and break up and get back to, like, my favorite thing that annoys the crap out of me when she says it to me, but not when she says it to other people, is my spirit guide is like, how many signs do you need? How many signs from the universe do you need to realize that this isn't right? I get it. I know how you feel because she says it to me all the time. Yeah. So, housing, relationships, job. Are you happy or do you want to do more? Do you need to finish your education? Did you decide you really don't like the career path that you thought you really liked, so now you want to do something different? Look, ask, talk to people. Network isn't just about sucking up to people. Networking is figuring out what you want, what other people like. You can compare and contrast experiences and stories. Jobs are important. We spend most of our life working. I hope that you at least like your job. I love my job. I am so lucky that I have loved most of my jobs because I have a bajillion. And I like them. I do. I had to change my perspective a few different times, and it became a contractor, and that I like that a lot. Yeah, I mean, the lack of health insurance kind of sucks, but you make enough money to get over it, and ta-da, you're over it. Yeah, fun stuff. The entrepreneurialism is not for everyone, and I completely acknowledge that. It's just You have to have a specific personality type, and you have to have a supportive team to get you where you need to be. So that's job. Man, I could do like a bajillion hours on relationships. But what about your family? Are you happy with your family? Do you want to see your family more? Do you want to see your family less? Do you want to see your friends more? Do you want to see your friends less? Do you want to learn to crochet and your friends don't really want to crochet? So you might have to make new friends that crochet or want to learn to crochet. Do you not drink and all your friends drink? And it's kind of weird going to the bar, being the only sober person there. I get it. But sober sisters have a very important role to play. We photograph all the blackmail evidence. We get everyone home safely. Normally, sodas are free at the bar, so, it's cool. Are you wanting to learn more about spirituality and you don't have a supportive team? I hear this a lot. And usually it's from older women who are religious. Really, and they feel as though learning more about themselves spiritually is going to ostracize them from a religious perspective. And I tell them honestly, don't tell anyone. It's not anyone else's business to tell anyone about anything. And if you meet someone from your spiritual circle, on the outside, they're not going to be like, hey, remember that thing with the thing? No, you can just tell them you know them from volunteering. It doesn't matter to anyone. It should be about you. So, find your happiness, find your joy, try different things. A lot of this is trying stuff and figuring out, hey, do I like this? Jumping out of airplanes. Some people really enjoy jumping out of airplanes. No, I don't even enjoy the idea of jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. That scares me. So yeah, I'll never do that, but I know that I'll never do that. Perfectly good airplane. But I'll jump in the MMA ring and yeah, so different kind of crazy. Very different kind of crazy. Yeah. I wonder if there's an app for that on a life insurance policy. I'll have to look that up tomorrow. My point being, we all have our different kind of crazy and weird and wonderful and awesome and expressiveness. And we need to let that shine, because the more that each of us lets that shine, the more that we tell other people, especially younger people, that it's okay to let it shine. We can tell them that's great, but if we're not living our truth, what's the point? Really, we're saying, okay, you can do that, but you should only be doing it in private where other people can't see you and judge you. Live your truth. Be your truth. Work your truth. Find your passion. Follow your passion. You don't know what you want? Try everything. Try everything. If you don't know what you like, go to a restaurant. Try different things. That's why people share meals. It's get 6 people. Everyone gets something different. Everyone share. And if everybody really likes the same thing, we'll get a few more. Take the rest home for later. This is what we need. Want more food, obviously. More cool friends, definitely. We need to be more willing and open to trying new things, because that's the only way we're going to find out more about ourselves. It just is. So, if you don't know what you want out of life, try stuff. Not hurt yourself stuff, not crazy stuff, not getting arrested stuff. There's regular stuff that you can try that doesn't have any of that. You don't know if you like historical nonfiction? Read historical nonfiction. You don't know if you like Old English literature? Try reading Old English literature. Oh my gracious. I'm not asking you to jump into MMA. No, I'm saying try something. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. In fact, it shouldn't be all or nothing, because that's not how life is. Life is a beautiful variety of shades of gray. It's also all or nothing, but when it comes to you and your journey, your spiritual path, there's a whole bunch of gray to try. Just lick each, whatever. Very Alice. Go with it. If you don't know what you want, look. And I find the best stories of my life come from searching out knowledge. They come from learning from different people. They come from experimenting and trying new things. It doesn't have to be dangerous. It doesn't have to be stupid. It could just be reading about Jewish folk tales. It could be learning to crochet. It could be volunteering, a whole bunch of volunteering. We should all volunteer more, definitely. It could be babysitting somebody's kids. It could be, carrying your drunk friend home. There are all sorts of ways to try different things. And hopefully, by doing this, you'll be guided towards your passion. Look for the signs. Look for the signs. How many more signs do you need? This is me telling you. Look for your passion. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.